So there's two talks I would like to give. One, aliens are not real. UFOs and flying saucers are real. That's one. Two, I think we should explore new names for Port Townsend, Washington, or the Quimper Peninsula. I think we should let go of the name Port Townsend. And I would like to explain why. Port Townsend is named after Fort Townsend, the nearby state park, Fort Townsend. Fort Townsend was named after the person, I forget his first name, like James or something, or Winston Commander or something. Townsend, some Townsend dude who lived in the 1800s, I assume. I'll double check the date. But I did look up what this Mr. Townsend did with his career. He was military, high-ranking military, active in the 1800s in the U.S., in the West Coast. And that means, and it is in fact true, very active in the wars, the cultural cleansing conflict between settlers and the indigenous Native Americans. This is who we're named after. We're named after Fort Townsend. Fort Townsend was here and named before Port Townsend, I believe. That's what I heard in some video yesterday. And what is Fort Townsend famous for? What is the greatest, most powerful, significant historical act Fort Townsend ever was a part of in history? It was 1871. Soldiers from Fort Townsend came to downtown Port Townsend, which looked nothing like it does today. If you look at the pictures of Port Townsend before 1890, there's all these different wood buildings, very few buildings from that old. 1871, there was a village that was used here for perhaps thousands of years, seasonal perhaps. At this time now, significant long houses with some very nice timbers, probably maybe timbers that washed up on shore from the logging business, who knows. Yeah, Fort Townsend, named after Mr. Townsend. It was active in the European and Indian Wars. Fort Townsend, which was where the soldiers came from to clear the Native American village in 1871. Then the people here took the best timbers, burnt the rest, and continued building the town, most likely with those timbers they stole from the longhouses and buildings of the indigenous tribe that they forced into canoes. This is our namesake, Townsend. This is what we're named after, but this is not who we are. The people here are not the people who would have torn apart that village and stolen those timbers and then burnt that village. Forces. That is not who Port Townsend is. It's not who the Quimper Peninsula is. So let's have a name that reflects who we actually are. And at the very least is named after a person or a being who we feel did their best to honor their life and life force and act with bravery and nobility and perhaps an unusual level of compassion for their times rather than the standard level of prejudice and bias of their times. I have some ideas for names, but I would like to invite everyone to submit theirs. I was thinking Sorceress, Washington. I think, it's sort of like, it's not quite witchcraft, but we have a lot of witches here. So Sorceress, it kind of gives a nod to paganism and witchcraft and creativity and imagination, feminism, female power, goddess energy. Sorceress, Port Townsend. And then I had another one. Another one would be Sanctuary. Sanctuary, Washington. That word has a lot of meanings. Battle over the concept of a sanctuary city. That means there's a battle over the very concept of what it means to be a sanctuary for anyone on Earth. Can Port Townsend be a sanctuary for any human, all human? I mean, isn't that really what we want? Sanctuaries everywhere. Everyone wants sanctuary. So we should be talking about sanctuary cities. We should be talking about sanctuary countries. What are the sanctuary countries where we all feel safe? Can we make Port Townsend the first true sanctuary on Earth, or unite with whatever true sanctuaries there are on Earth? So I'll just close with that. Oh, and we probably need to rename Jefferson County too, same reasons. So we could use both. Sanctuary in Sorceress County, Washington, or welcome to the town of Sorceress in Sanctuary, Washington, the Sanctuary County, Washington. I don't know, one of those.
Welcome to Port Townsend, Victorian seaport and artist community, built through fire built on the timber stolen from those who came before.
Welcome to Port Townsend. We are the people of Port Townsend. Timber stolen from those who came before. Welcome of Port Townsend. Built through fire, built on the timber stolen from those who came before. Welcome to Port Townsend. We are the people of Port Townsend. Built through fire, built on the timber stolen from those who came before. We are the people of Port Townsend. 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 Welcome to Port Townsend. We are the people of Port Townsend. Built through fire, built on the timber stolen from those who came before. Welcome to Port Townsend. We are the people of Port Townsend. What will humanity do once we know what you've done? Aliens speak.